Welcome to Zack and Aaron, episode
17.
Thank you so much for joining us after all these episodes.
All these days.
It means a lot. All right, so first off, I'm new here and I have no idea what this show is about. What's going on? Why doesn't the title have anything to do with what I'm seeing?
Well, Zach, on this show, we play games we make up with these blocks that we made ourselves.
We do?
Heck yeah, we do.
And why doesn't the title have anything to do with anything so far?
Well, because these games are improvised, so we don't really know what the title's gonna be until it's too late. Last week's Superfight was between Charlene, the Skeleton Queen, and
Big Todd,
the linebacker who just had a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. Charlene, the Skeleton Queen. Yep, so Zach gets this wonderful trophy this week.
Working with Logan Sutherland, our fantastic designer who designs all of these images, we have a new block. This is an addition to the City Block Pack. On to the lineup. We have
Dance Party,
Stock Blocks,
Workshop,
Q&A with Z and A.
The Patreon choice was Googly Dies,
Superfight.
And then we'll wrap it all up with a bit of parting words of wisdom.
This is a game where we roll 2 blocks each to come up with 2 separate dance moves, and then we dance it out.
Cooking for my elephant.
Not sure if I just made eye contact.
We have a new sales pitch for you here. Hear us out.
This is a motorized USPS mailbox that comes to your door. All right, so here we are today at the USPS Keynote 2019. I'm standing here with Aaron Labar. He is a representative of USPS.
Yes, I do mail.
Yep. And so now Aaron came to us and was with a problem. He had too many people on staff.
I had so many mail guys that were going to the same place up this really big, tall hill, and I just said, oh, what the heck, I wish we didn't have to send so many of these mail people up this hill.
Yeah, which is when I cut right in and I said, well, the answer is robots.
Of course, naturally, and I said, okay, what the heck, how many sacks of mail can that guy carry?
The main points were these. Fundability.
Mail.
Fun. And deliveries. Fundability. You know how they're always sending stuff off into space?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to take that stuff and we're going to recycle it. Mail.
This is what gets delivered by the mail robot.
Fun. We made it as fun looking as possible because we know if a robot shows up to your door saying, hey, do you have any mail? That wouldn't be very fun.
It'd be pretty spooky.
He looks like a clown.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big nose and his face is really, really pale.
Yeah, almost scarily big nose.
Yeah, but it's fun.
But it's fun. Deliveries, which is the end, because that's when you get your package.
So we'll be seeing you at your door.
In the mail.
We'll be seeing you at
in
your
the
door.
Mail.
If you like these here blocks that we use, they are for sale. Now, the only ones that are for sale right now are the original pack that we've been playing with since the start. But those are only going to be available for a limited time. And the Christmas season is rapidly approaching. If you have stockings to fill, you better stuff them with Pandora's blocks.
Yep, they're better than coal.
Yep.
We draw out of this here bowl of games to get our game that we don't know what the game is. We haven't prototyped it, we haven't designed it. We're gonna pick it up and we're gonna play it and see how it goes. This one is Community Theater Reviewer.
Excellent. This is my review
Okay.
of a piece of community theater that you're gonna tell me what it was called. 4 major plot points.
I'm going to synopsize it.
Yeah, you're going to give me the quick synopsis.
Yeah, it was running with drumsticks. Lasers and craters, all right? Like musical thoughts in his brain that become louder and louder. Going to Skull Mountain to rescue the scepter of Ool. The resolution is getting the touchdown.
I show up and I am greeted with disgruntled, unprofessional staff members. And then Running with Drumsticks opens up with an enormous explosion, which I found really startling. In the first scene in which they're, basically running around, it's a war scene. People are hucking drumsticks at each other. And I was for sure concerned for the actual actor's safety. Okay, so here we are at the part where they're running with drumsticks. Where do we go from here? A main character, Tom, is introduced at his day job at a fast food place. Now, this part was very confusing because it looked as though there was some semblance of a bookstore in there as well, which seemed to be important enough to the plot that they tried to work it in there, but it did not make sense that there was a bookstore in this fast food restaurant. He's hearing music. It's confusing as to whether or not the people in the world are hearing the music because, sometimes they would dance along to it. And I wasn't sure if it was the actors dancing along to it or if it was supposed to be the characters dancing along to the music. But then it's a flash forward and we don't get the explanation as to why Tom is now on an Indiana Jones-like quest for the Scepter of Ool. In order to grab the Scepter of Ool, they are confronted with a giant ghoul, the Ool Ghoul. And the Ool Ghoul says, you must score the touchdown to take the scepter. Now, ultimately, they take the scepter, they get the touchdown, and that's the play. I did give it 2 stars. I enjoyed the originality.
And a raving review from our critics.
Yeah. Alienated, or the ties that bring us together. It's a Thanksgiving dinner. They're cutting open the turkey, and then in the middle, a baby is given alcohol. But that's not my opinion to be had. The I'm the rats, we're the snakes, I'm the rats. That dance happens, and then there's the part where they dig the hole.
Alienated, or The Ties That Bring Us Together. Not sure why they couldn't just pick one title. It opens up with a lovely Thanksgiving dinner. The whole family's getting along just fine, having a grand old time, when suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, Grandma slips little baby Jojo a little bit of wine. What I found really fascinating about this play is that it's from the perspective of a drunk baby. The drunk baby, of course, had been alluded to having these toys that were snakes and rats. So the snakes and rats come to life, and it actually turns out to be a bit of a musical number, which I just found adorable. I'm the snakes, I'm the snakes, I'm the rats, was an excellent battle song. The rats and snakes were fighting, of course, because to this small baby, we're getting it from this perspective. They're mortal enemies. So in the end, the baby's favorite doll, the rat, King McDougal, does end up prevailing against the evil rat lord, Sizzly Stephen. I really liked at the end when the whole family got together because it turned out Sizzly Stephen actually was a bad guy mailman who would egg people's houses. So what the family ended up doing was they poisoned him and all together dug a really big hole to bury the mailman Sizzly Stephen. What I liked most about this play was the sense of family. It was such a great festive ordeal with an interesting perspective. I would give this play about 4 stars.
Would you say this is a new Thanksgiving classic?
I would say this is the new Thanksgiving classic and should be on anybody's watch list.
Q&A
with Z and A.
Now, this week, we got an awesome question from B. Shiv.
Yep.
The question was,
who can solve a Rubik's Cube the fastest?
Okay, now, the facts are, I have solved a Rubik's Cube in 41 seconds.
Right, and he was actually the first between us to ever have solved a Rubik's Cube.
I was, actually. That is true. And Aaron?
My best time that I've ever had doing a Rubik's Cube was 20 seconds.
Now, was this at a competition
This was at a competition.
at MIT.
Yeah, it was at MIT actually, and we got these cool T-shirts, and I got this fun little glass. Like, you did it real fast.
Every week we draw 3 random games from the pot of games that we've already played so that our Patreon crew can choose which ones come back.
We're gonna roll some blocks, use the face-up images as inspiration for a challenge picture for the other player to find on Google. Just a star-shaped camera. That doesn't look like any star I've seen.
When have you ever seen a star?
Like, I'll take a Star of David. I'll take the 5-pointed star. I'll take almost any amount of points, but they kind of got to be points, right?
Oh, I'm out of time.
Ooh, and that spells the end for that round of Googly Eyes.
A homeless man staring directly down the lens. Will he find it? Will he get lost on the internet forever? Stay tuned. Is that the sound of your computer still?
Like,
It's just bonus time.
Is this a man who's staring down the lens with his tongue kind of out?
Oh, like he's not, and you're at a time. But like,
What do you mean he's not? Oh yeah, no,
he
you're right.
is not staring down the lens.
All right. A homeless person with a Gucci bag. Oop. Like, the amount of hair you did, that's literally exactly what I said.
That is a homeless man
Yeah?
with a Gucci bag.
Yep.
A cocktail with a landscape inside of it. That's
Zach
not-
says no.
It's not it. I mean,
That's close to the guy. Somebody in an egg costume going to an event that requires an ID. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, done.
Like egg convention?
Done. You bet your bottom butt that event required an ID.
Yep. I bet you're right. Now's the part where we pick the next potential Patreon picks.
Whoa!
And number 1,
Lick a faucet.
truth or dare.
Number 3, puppet talk. Join our Patreon at the $2 tier and you get to vote on the games that we play on the show.
Gives you real life control over our content, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Sponsor time. That was the one.
We got 2 sponsors this week.
Yeah.
It's a head-to-head battle. This is Vortman.
Against Marilan.
Yeah, the lemon wafers versus the limon
Mine.
wafers. I can really taste the yellow. Second thing that pops into your head.
Elephants. Much sharper.
But it smells less citrusy in my mouth.
These are really good. Which one do we like better, though? I'm going to tell you which one I like better, and then you can tell me which one you like better. I liked the lemon one more.
The yellow or the green?
I liked the yellow lemon one a lot more.
It's got more flavor to it, like right away. It's a bigger bar. It's a bigger wafer. Superfight!
In this game, we're going to be rolling for fighters, and we're going to be rolling for their moves. All right, let's hit it.
Ghostly firefighter.
My fighter is somebody who is doing yoga, who hasn't done yoga in a long time, to get ready for a date tonight. Huck all of the food that I was gonna eat at you.
Wow.
Because I need to get, I'm not eating right now. I gotta be hungry for my date.
Increasing the thermostat temperatures and making it real sweaty and slippery.
Ooh,
Gross
hot
for
yoga?
a date. Yeah.
I take an Adderall, which gets me focused and alert. And so my accuracy just went up.
So you're entering handheld mode. Welcome to a wonderful world of wacky transportation.
Yeah, okay.
Toot toot. He calls the Dalmatian dog and barks at her until she wants to run away.
Now you get to decide. You have to choose who wins. So hit us up in those comments and vote in this little poll up here. And that way, we'll know.
Couple parting words of wisdom for you. keep your receipts for anything as simple as McDonald's or jewelry.
Stopping doesn't always smell like roses.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our fun video. Leave us a like if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And don't worry, keep your pants on because next week's episode is going to be great. It's coming out ZNA 18. Stay tuned. Wednesdays at 1.
What should I get Aaron for Christmas? He loves fun, and he's a pretty cool cat, so he'll probably want something awesome. What's that? Pandora's Blocks, the coolest game in the history of all of the games. Get Pandora. If you love somebody, get them Pandora's Blocks. That's a wrap.